Good morning, PASW staff, clients, and friends joining us. Welcome to Friday's class. This is where we are going to listen to some of your scoring techniques to Sergio Leone's classic film, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. This is when you guys are the composers. So this is very fun. We got all the results in, and I'm very proud of everybody. They're all very different, which is great. So I won't talk too long because I want to get to everybody's, of course, but just so we know, Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, Sergio Leone, very famous movie. Leone's famous for using long shots and close-ups, so the opposite. So with these close-ups, we're going to see some dramatic tension maybe, or we're going to see laughter with some of the results we're going to be seeing. And yeah, I think you're going to really like it. Let's go to the first one, and that first one is going to be Matthew Payne. So Matthew did a great job, and that's an original composition. And the maracas, I think, are great. It sets the style because we know that this is a western, right? We can, and in particular, it's the genre of the spaghetti western, which was Sergio Leone made very famous in the '60s, and this movie is from '66. So Matthew Payne got the Spanish flavor there, and also I love the dramatic, the timpani, and when the gunshots are there. So there's kind of an orchestral element there too, and so wonderful, Matthew, that you composed that yourself and also filmed it yourself too with iMovie. So kudos to you, excellent job. Let's move on to the next one. So Mark Pulver chose the Bonanza theme, which is a very famous television theme song by David Rose. We It kind of put a smile on my face, right? The score is very fun. It lightened the drama. I think it made it look like a Western TV series and less like a Western film, in the sense of like it took some of the, and that's not an insult at all. It took it away from, I think, into another direction. I think of one that's more like TV Western, which is probably, which is great. So great job, great choice, Mark Pulver. I'm proud of you. And let's move on to the next one. That Lanzarote did an excellent job. I love the how it's minimal, and it's now it's getting scary. There's some tension in here, and we went from having fun with Bonanza and TV. Now this could be a horror movie. I don't know. It's now we're getting a little bit into territory. It's funny. We're watching the same scene every time, but as you can see, there's different emotions going on. So Lanzarote, excellent choice. I love that. I love that you did that. You're scaring me a little bit. Just kidding. Okay, let's watch the next one. So as you can see, that's scored by Vital Prince. I believe Vital Prince is a client. I'm not sure. Could be. Didn't know whose name to put on there. We had some guesses, but nonetheless, I'll just give Vital Prince credit for that Johnny Guitar by the Spotniks. I've never heard that piece. I've never even heard of them, actually. Very cool. Definitely fits with the spaghetti western of the guitar. So now we're back to kind of like more of like a cinematic spaghetti western type of what probably Sergio Leone would have wanted in a score, where it's not TV, it's not horror, it's a little bit more fit to the genre of what Leone was doing, possibly. Again, no right or wrong answers, and we could go on and talk about these forever, but I know that we want to see the results. So, great job, Vital Prince. Okay, let's hear the next one.
Oh!
So that's by our boss, John Paces. Very cool score. Never heard that one before, too. We're kind of going back to the creepy element, too, a little bit like what Lanzarod was doing. And it's interesting. This was the film composer, John Paces. He said that he wanted the music to stop after the first guy was shot and then resume when he's shot again. So that's the choice that a film composer can make, where, as we've talked about, sometimes having music is very important, but also having silence is very important too. And when do you resume that music? And it's very interesting in this scene when you start and stop in the same scene. You know, it's like you have a music cue in the scene, and then the next music cue is usually in the next scene. But in this time, we have this big long scene. So John decided to start and stop, which is interesting because the silence, you know, it makes you think, it makes you uneasy a little bit. And then when the music begins again, it's still creepy. I loved it. I think it's great. And then just because I'm your friend, I decided to put this one. You probably knew it was going to be something funny, right? So that's Freddie Groffet's Grand Canyon Suite on the Trail, and so I, I just thought that's cowboyish. I don't know. I love that piece personally. I think it's funny. So now we're back to funny. So we've gone to scary kind of horror, adventurous spaghetti theme, uh, TV kind of Western feel, humorous, kind of funny, uh, eerie. We've gone through all these emotions, all these different genres, just using the same piece of film. So I hope you guys are enjoying this. It's a cool experiment that you can learn from, and so great job, everyone. So proud of you. Thank you for participating in this assignment. I don't like to give homework, but sometimes it's good to keep us on our feet. And we'll end the class with the original score by Ennio Morricone, a very famous person that we'll do a class on, who's a film composer, still living today, still thriving. Brilliant composer, and did most of the spaghetti western films, although his soundtracks, those aren't my favorite at all. They're really good, but he went on to just do some beautiful music. So have a great weekend, and let's take it out with Sergio Leone's Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, scored by the brilliant Ennio Morricone. Okay, guys, love you. Have a great weekend.